Hello, lovely people of the interwebs. An angel of death wants to bring a message for you. So that's what I shall do because it is my job. If you have any sort of incense or cleansing ritual that connects you to death, I recommend you do it. You can make it up. A womb is very important this time in your life. It has always been a very important part of who you are, but now you are a grown woman, and it is a very important part of your expression. As a child, of course, it had a different use. I want to use my cards, and let's go. There is this annoyance towards light right now. This angel of death, which, if it came to you physically, if you saw it, this is even more for you. I saw it yesterday against the curtain right there. Feeling proud of that. But there's this annoyance towards light right now. And you might have noticed that you're constantly pushing yourself into void, into nothingness, into black hole energy. What I mean by that is you feel like you have been sucking everything in. And I'm not talking about your emotions. I'm not talking about your thoughts. I'm not talking about hiding. And I want you to forget the concept of good or bad. That does not exist in this channel. Okay. So you've been sucking everything in, just it's almost like your soul began a process of self-destruction, because that is what a black hole is. I knew I was gonna get this card. The devil. The devil, the devil, the devil. This is about letting go of the limiting beliefs, because you have thought that you were going toward more light. You thought you were going toward more color. And I'm not saying there's not going to be color, and I'm not saying there's not going to be light. You're a human being on this earth. There is a sun. Therefore, there will be light and there will be color in your life. You will choose light and color. But because of who you are, everything will have a taint of darkness. Yes. So to me, this Queen of Cups, let me rise her up. This Queen of Cups, she looks very light from the outside. And I was talking about this with a friend yesterday. And let's see how I can voice that. Yes. This two to me look like they have a very similar face. They're just in different environments that make them look different. The environment affects them. And I feel like, yes, this is your, I know, this is your outside world. And this is your inside world, right? So to people, you will look glowy and radiant, but that's not who you are. You are a dark angel. And you have had to come to terms to that. You are someone that's very good at reading energy. You're very good at moving energy within your body. You know what you want. Um, when it comes to your darkness, you know who you are. That's what I'm trying to say. When it comes to your darkness, you're tired of people telling you what to do, of your environment telling you what to do, and for some time now, you have been doing whatever the fuck you want. You have just been letting people do their thing, observing what it is they're all doing. Ooh, beautiful. Observing what it is they're all doing. And this is beautiful. This is actually the perfect fucking card. Perfect fucking card. You're just being observing them and letting them talk onto your life, whatever it is they want, because you know, and this is so important, the disconnect. The disconnect between who you look like on the outside and who you are on the inside. And the funny thing is that there's no disconnect with yourself. To you, it's a cohesive expression because you're such a conscious individual when it comes to choices and decisions. You know when you're making a decision about what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear, if you're going to go to the bathroom. Like everything you do consciously. And if there are things that escape your consciousness, you're constantly trying to notice. Therefore, every day you are more conscious. Every month you are more conscious. Every year you are more conscious. And every decade you just boom, show the freak up. Now the Seven of Swords. That is the most beautiful card I could have gone in this moment. Because the Seven of Swords, and I want to hold it. The Seven of Swords is all about sneaking. And I love the moon because that is who you are. You embody the moon energy. And people don't understand why you're so glowing, so mysterious without even trying to be. But it's because you embrace this night within yourself. And what shows up when you mix the night and the day is the moon. And you love that dim light. You love how darkness and light can coexist together. Sneaking around. You don't have to tell everybody everything, and you already know this. Like, I'm already feeling annoyed just by telling you. It's like, you know that. You don't have to tell everybody what's going on within yourself because that's silence. That mystery. Mystery keeps things sacred. Right? Rituals keep things sacred. And you have your mystery and your rituals. It's almost like you have, like the mystery being like sacred text or sacred knowledge. You have an inner mystery that's only yours, right? And you don't share that with everybody. And you're just, feels like you're almost, I see, okay, so that's just a story. Like this girl works, imagine her, whatever, like just look at her clothes. She works somewhere and she used to have shoes, right? And then she's like, bye everybody. And then nobody knows where you're going. They think you're going home, which you are, but you just are walking normally, and then you look to the side, and then you sneak off somewhere. And you start running, you take off your shoes, you grab your bag of swords from wherever you had it hidden, and you take this ladder that nobody knows was there, and you're just going up home to where your home actually is, right? I feel like it's a physical space, but it's also an energetic space. Nobody knows truly who you are and what your life is about. I want to come back. Okay, it's time for me to shuffle. Whoa! A card fell. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side. Now this is actually what the angel... One second. Let's just do this. Okay. This is... Number two is very important right now. Okay. So, the angel... Ooh! Whoa, that just hit. The angel is here. They were always here because they are you and we all share one spirit. Especially bringing it down to a collective, which we are. We all sharing even a more intimate spirit. And then it goes down all the way to the soul, where you have your individual spirit, your individual fractal. Okay, this angel is almost gonna take over. This is different for me. Okay, it actually wants me to become it, so I know how to embody that energy. Okay, my sight feels amplified, my heart feels amplified, my stomach feels settled, my womb feels amplified, my root feels settled, my throat feels ready, and my crown feels calm. My hands feel itchy, excited. This person is not going to be what you need them to be. They're going to be something even better, because you haven't realized how you have acted out of your limiting beliefs, which you have been healing. So there's always that paradox of, I am acting out of these limiting beliefs, but at the same time I'm healing them. So that creates a very funny reality coming forward when you're someone that knows they're imperfect, but at the same time they're actively healing, right? So the reality that comes out of that is quite funny, because it's just something unexpected. Because if you were just that perfection of who you want to be, a perfection of who you want to be, then you would know what the outcome is. If you were that also sort of perfection of all the things that you don't want to be, then you will know what the outcome is very easily within your mind. But because you're working within a paradox, because you're working within duality, that's been talking about that yesterday a lot, because we are in a dual world, then what comes as an outcome, as a 4, because we have a 4 here after this, as a 4, the sum of that is a very funny thing, because it's not like you can put two together and just have something. Does that make sense? It's like if you had 4 sticks, imagine when numbers were a very basic thing, just like 1 1 1 1. How did he come up with the 4? Like 1 and 1, how did that become a 2? It's there's a phrase for that, gestal. But the conglomerate factors, the sum of the factors, are not equal to the product, right? The variables, or there's a better word than variables, but does not equal the product. So when you add 2 and 2, you don't get 22, right? You get 4. You get something entirely different. So there's a connection. I talked about this yesterday. Let it surprise you. You have so much pain has been bubbling up to the surface, and I don't mean as a whole thing. It's just like yesterday, today, these last few days. It could be related to your moon. A lot for me it is related to your moon, so it could be related to your moon with you, but it don't matter. The point is that you're frustrated and a lot has been coming out, and it's not necessarily irrational. You're just like, whoa, I am feeling a lot. And and nothing. You're just feeling a lot. Braiding your hair is so important. Okay, I feel like I'm finding a different message, and I'm just gonna share that. There's something very important about beauty, about sharing your beauty. That's what I keep hearing. Share your beauty, sharing your beauty, sharing your beauty. It is time for you to share your beauty. And you have been feeling that call, but because of that part of yourself that you don't like very much, you have been feeling guided to say, no, I shouldn't share my beauty. That is not what I'm meant to do at this time of my life. And you're wrong. You're simply wrong. Because when that let's call it the negative side of yourself mixes with your positive side. What you're creating is actually, and 1 second. You're creating an instance where you get to share your beauty, but you also get to keep your independence. Because that is the reason why you don't want to share your beauty. That is the reason why you are afraid of sharing your beauty. Because people seeing your beauty, it's almost like someone finding a rare, like a hunter finding a rare animal, and then them just wanting to have it. You learned from childhood that your beauty was somehow dangerous, which is not true. It's simply not true. And you began throughout the years, even during childhood, to dim your beauty, dim your beauty, dim your beauty. You did not want to act in ways that showed who you were. You did not want to do the cartwheels. You did not want to choose what you wanted to play. You did not want to be opinionated. You did not want to choose. You wanted others to choose for you. The way to show your beauty is through choice and decision, because that's where your consciousness comes along. That's where you show your godlike energy, when you're ballsy enough to make decisions every day. And with this person that's coming in, or people, but one at a time, because there's the two energy. When this person comes in, you're there to show your beauty, and I want you to show me a card for that. That will lead to you letting go of the pain. That is what I couldn't read before. That will lead to you letting go of the pain of not being able to show up your beauty. You're gonna come up as all of you, and I am feeling lack right now. I am feeling okay, and that is not really the energy that this is coming up with. But what I would encourage you to process right now is that lack. Process that lack. Process that lack. That feeling that that relationship, that experience is not going to give you what you need. Just feel the lack and enjoy the experience. There's something else I'm not seeing. What is it that you want to say? Your freedom lies within your darkness. This does not make you feel free. This makes you feel free. Sometimes you're looking for your own freedom in the wrong places because of who you think you were supposed to be. But understanding that you are that angel of death, that you are that bringer of death. Understanding that you deserve to be all that you are. There's something that happened along the way that changed you. And it wasn't the biggest moments. It was a conglomerate of small moments. I keep using that word. That changed you forever. And it feels like when you were younger. And you try to ignore that darkness. You try to ignore the fact that you're bringer of pleasure. You're someone that's supposed to teach other people how to live in their biggest pleasure. And for that, you need to embody darkness to a point that it's, this is not a word, but unstomachable. Like, like it's hard to bear within your solar plexus, your stomach. Interesting. Okay. Chill your titties. We're gonna have a second reading. Second part of this reading, and I'm gonna start picking this up. several cards that I want to bring with me to this new step. Don't be afraid of loving others, because that will make you get a hunchback. As you get older, your body shows up what's going on within your spirit physically, and that is what deteriorates bodies the most. It's that physical, it's the physical, it's the damage within your spirit throughout life, right? And your spirit will be able to alchemize everything. But you might just have to experience a very shitty life experience where you don't feel beautiful. And to you, beauty is very important, and it's something that you will keep until you die. Your beauty, and that's written in stone for you. So let that just sip into your crown, go down into your third eye, and sit there as like a little puddle, dripping water. And then it's going to slowly go down all the way to your root, but let that happen with time. You're not in control of everything, even though you are. Okay. So I want to show you all the cards that I have. The ones that I chose to keep, and the new ones. So right now, I recommend you to step away from all light, unless it's moonlight. And I'm gonna keep it symbolic. If you get what I'm talking about, if you've gone to this point of the video, you don't need more explanation. So just keep close to that moonlight and step away from the light. For example, this sort of light feels too intense. This sort of light, too much. It takes a lot of courage to be who you are becoming. And when in doubt, I want you to know that you came here to help the world. You already know that. And somebody has to. Somebody has to embody this. And you have all the factors to be able to embody that darkness now and only get better at it in the future. That black hole energy I was talking about, that unstomachable feeling, it's because within your solar plexus, where your soul lies, or where your soul is shining out of with the most intensity, that's where the physical change is happening. You might notice that you are struggling with food, and then you're learning your ways with food. Remember, dichotomy, duality, paradox, two opposing things can be working together at the same time to create something absolutely perfect. You need, that's not what I expected to say, and I love telling you that, because it's I'm in control and I'm not in control. I'm in control, I'm not in control. You're supposed to have sex, that's what I just felt to say. There's a connection, a sexual connection that's coming in, and I don't even need to say that. Like, you think, and that is important, you have limiting beliefs, again, working together with perfection, that are keeping you away. Actually, they're not keeping you away, they're guiding you directly to that. But me saying keeping you away is showing that limiting belief. There are things in there that you're purging right now, and that's what I am supposed to tell you. There are things in there that you're purging right now. And number 4 is a number that you're really not looking forward to, but you're learning to manage. What does that mean? Okay, so. Okay. Your soul isn't standing on a 4. I don't know why I want to say the word stand. And that is a device, I think, that you put within the heart when someone has heart issues. Your soul is standing on 4 stents. Stents being things that you don't need in your body, because that would be for a sick person, and you're not a sick person. There are pillars that you put within your life that are no. Okay, I see it now. Pillars within your life that you're putting there that you don't need anymore. And I'm gonna throw them down. They're finally crumbled on the floor, and we're creating 4 new. Confidence, love, unity, and consciousness. I need to write that down. Give me a second. My neighbor plays the guitar. I don't know if you can hear it. I think that's the coolest thing. Confidence, love, unity, and consciousness. You will be working together with that negative side of you, that part that you do not wish to keep for a bit, but that's okay, because what you get to do is to hold it, to observe it, and for other people to help you hold it. I'm feeling, again, the feeling within my stomach. This is not an easy process, and it's not an overnight process. You might be feeling very restless, feeling like your light is missing, and okay, I'm ready. It's because you're finding your dark light. It's almost like an eclipse. It's almost like you're walking eclipse at this time. Or forever. Or for this forever. It's like you're walking eclipse. Why did you choose to be that? Because I am feeling some resentment toward that. I feel like you wanted at some point to be this. And again, might look like that to other people, but it will look like that to other people. Oh, I just got it. In order to be this very light being to other people's eyes, to other people's eyes, to other people's eyes, listen to that, you need to be this first. You thought that the way to be that beautiful light being, you need to follow light. And in order to be that beautiful light being, you had to let go of all light and be comfortable within the darkness. There are still parts of you that are telling you, no, don't say that, go for the light. Those people don't understand who you are. Okay? And you get to cut all cords and just go your own way. You get to do that and create your own reality. You don't have to be bounded by other people's limiting beliefs of who they are. Because their limiting beliefs are... Second, there's... Okay. Their limiting beliefs are theirs. They are their limitations of who they want to be there. That is the vessel, the structure that they're putting themselves within of who they want to be, and of course they want to see themselves in you. But if people cannot see themselves in you, then that's okay. You get to walk away from their stories and create your own, and you get to impose your own story over yourself. And if someone's trying to impose, you get to impose over that story and shut it up, consume it, because that's what that black hole energy is. At some point in your life, you were that and you did not know how to express it, and it hurt you and it hurt others. But now you know how to express it. And if someone comes with a story that is not meant for you, you just swallow it up. You eat it up. You just gloop. Because you are that powerful. You are an eater of stories from other people's, and you get to alchemize them, play with them, transform them into whatever you want them to be, because you know that you are God. And what you are understanding is that you get to be that. And what this angel of death is here to show you with its energy, because it's going to be standing by your side for a while. For a little while in this human life, is showing you how to do this. Last night when I saw it, I thought to myself, as I was looking at it, like, fuck, you called this in. You made this happen. Why do I do this? I love that I did that, because I'm very proud of myself that I can now say that to you. Okay. Why did you choose this path? Okay, I like this. Okay. So, your light is red light. The light that you can bear on the light world, aka this world, is red. It's where your energy is, how black shines in the sun. I need you, this is absolutely important, I need you to dress like you dress. You don't need to dress like a 19th century witch. You don't need to dress like an African goddess. You don't need to do any of that stuff. You need to dress how you would dress as an angel of death in this world. It needs to be comfortable, it needs to be easy, it needs to make you feel empowered and cool. That's it. There's also sweetness to you. I want to show you this, because this is how your sweetness looks like. There is this childlike sweetness to you, and you're learning how to handle all of your power, and also because there is experience that you like having, the experience of just giving your power away, almost. And you're now giving your power away. You can never give your power away. You can't. Okay, good. So, but there is this moment where you decide to show full vulnerability, just bloop. Full and absolute vulnerability. And your vulnerability is here. Is letting people into your home, is letting someone or some people or your closest to come with you. After you say goodbye to everybody, they run with you and they go up the ladder with you. That is your vulnerability. And you have this belief where you think that if you let people in, you let them see this, which this is not necessarily your truest self. Where is she? Let's use this. This is also your truest self. It is all your truest self. But you think that if you let people in to that space, and because she will come up, you're both, right? You're both. I feel like these two are better at explaining what I'm trying to say. But you are this power and this vulnerability at the same time. And you know that she will come up as well. And this startles you because you feel like showing this is the start of you losing your power. But this card again, are you fucking kidding me? The Seven of Pentacles. But no matter how much people disgrace your image through their perspective, you will continue to rise above all of it. And I want you to remember how literal my words are. No matter how much people disgrace your image through their perspective, through how they see themselves, through their soul filter, you will still rise above all of it, and you'll be able to observe, because that's what you're doing. You live almost this dual life, as I was saying in the beginning, where you do what you do and then you go back home. And look, the same ladder. You rise above all of it, because you rising above is you being able to observe it and know that everything is you. I think I left the cards that I was using before on top of the deck, and that's why I'm pulling the same cards. Just as you see the sun or the moon, but the sun, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of whatever distance away, people see you with that same distance. People see you as a complete perfect being. The people who see you from afar, the people who can get close, doesn't matter how close they physically get to you, how much you talk to them, it doesn't matter. They need to see themselves as who you are in order for them to see you, right? And even then, you get to keep your integrity intact. All of me loves all of you, all your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Only and on. You feel a little lonely. That's where that lack is coming from. That's why you're also afraid of this experience. Okay, so it's on one side, this person coming over. On the other side, it's your vulnerability. It's your innocence. It's not vulnerability, the word, because also showing your power is vulnerable. It's showing your innocence. So it's a mix of a new energy coming in, your innocence, that's making you feel very lonely. Oh no, those two things. And then, wait 1 second. Why are the words not tying together? What I'm trying to say is that you're afraid of this lack that you're feeling, of this person coming in, because you're feeling lack. You are feeling loneliness. And you're afraid that they're going to hug your innocence and you're going to feel like you need them and that you can't let them go. Because you are feeling very lonely. And it's almost like a decision within yourself because it's a decision within yourself, whether they leave or not. It's a decision within yourself. It's like, should I keep them or should I not? That's almost what you're asking yourself. Should I keep them or should I not? Should I keep them? It's almost. But you don't get to. That's the thing. You don't get to keep them. And what you see in them is you. And that's really what you want. It's you that, yeah, you need to do more things with yourself. You need to do more exciting things with yourself. And you're already doing, I feel like, okay, I feel like you're already doing a lot of that. and you inviting this person in is you doing something fun with yourself. Imagine like you had a YouTube channel and you were recording everything. That people who are watching your YouTube channel, because it's your channel, it doesn't say you and somebody else, it's your channel, and they're looking at you hanging out with friends, having calls, decorating your place, and whatever it is that you do. All of those things. All of those things are your life. And people are looking at you enjoy your life. And you're looking at yourself through the eyes of other people. You're healing still from past heartbreak. So that is why any sort of relationship in a physical sense with anyone, whether it's a closest of friends or someone new, if they show up in a physical sense, reality, it scares you because you're still processing your heartbreak, but that's already far gone. That already died. That already left. It's like it already smells bad. That's what I'm feeling. I never get this card. It's so crazy. I feel very connected to her right now. The more you settle into that double energy, into that angel of death energy, the more you look radiant and abundant and just this. Like, just look at her. She's so fertile, that's what I'm saying. The more you embody death, the more fertile you will become. Just think of fertilizer, that's a lot of death. Do the things that make you feel excited about life. Do the traveling and the moving around. That's what I will tell you. You're processing the heartbreak, but remember you're also all of you already. So enjoy your life. These people are just a reflection of who you are. You will not lose yourself with them. You will actually gain more of you, gain more experience, and have more fun. It would be easy for you to let them go. It will be easy for you to let them go. You don't have to be afraid of letting them go. I really need to go to the toilet right now. But I think I'm gonna do a second reading after I come back. I hope that gifted you something. It was definitely an honor to be able to give that message. If you wish to read that which I write, it's a little phrase that I like. You can go to my Substack. I have to have one in Spanish and one in English, but the one I'm promoting here is Life, Sex, and Self-Pleasure on Substack. If you want to subscribe, that would really help. That would make me really happy. If you would like to read, that will make me even happier. There's a subscription with it because that's how that works. And I write just about that, life, sex, and self-pleasure from a spiritual, magical sense. Yes. Love you very much.